Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the Fantasy Stakes and the Arkansas Derby. They're both this week at Oaklawn Park, and of course one deals with the Oaks Trail, the other deals with the Kentucky Derby Trail, and the Fantasy is on Friday actually. We're going to talk about that first. We'll talk about a few specific fillies, and then we'll head on over to the Arkansas Derby. Let's get started. The race comes down to two fillies in my mind, Counting Stars and Explora. Counting Stars was the closer in the Honeybee Stakes, and she lost by 3/4 of a length to Explora. And if you believe the pace numbers on Breeze, it says -5 and -7 under 2C and 1C. Then the pace was slow, and Counting Stars had a disadvantage in that race because she was a closer. She came from 7th. Although when you look at the fractions, 23:47, they don't seem that slow. We have the clip up here, and Explorer is on the lead. Counting Stars is on the outside in the white blaze. And Explorer has to work in this race. You see the whip is out on Explorer. Counting Stars still has work to do to get closer, but she's going to come at the end. Explorer, the left-handed whip is on her, and she's going to hold on at the end, but Counting Stars was not that far off. And if you consider that Explorer is going to be even money in this race, and Counting Stars is 5-2 on the morning line, Counting Stars could be a good bet here. So Counting Stars is my top pick in this race. I don't think she's that far off Explorer. And again, the pace was slow in that race, -5, -7. And she had the disadvantage of being a closer in that race while Explorer was up front. Counting Stars is my top pick for the Fantasy Stakes. Let's talk about two more fillies. I want to discuss Sticker Shock briefly because she is improving. You see the numbers 71, 86, 90. She won an optional claimer on this course in her most recent start. And when you watch it, it's not that impressive to watch visually. But those two fillies that she beat, Scott's Law and Spitfire, are actually stakes experienced fillies. And we have the clip up here. Sticker Shock is on the lead. Scott's Law is on the outside. And I think Spitfire is on the rail. And Sticker Shock is going to hold off Scott's Law. And again, when you watch it, it might not look that impressive, but they had a big gap to the 4th place filly. I think that's a good sign. I still can't put her on top. I still think she needs more experience. This is her stakes debut. I know that she won in a route, so she can get the distance. She has Irad Ortiz. Well, that might cause her to get bet down more. Brad Cox. The public loves to bet Brad Cox. And I just want to put her underneath in this race because I just want to see how she does in the stakes race. But I do think she's improving, and I wanted to point her out. The last filly I want to talk about is Search Party. She was 4th in the Honeybee Stakes. If the pace heats up, she could pass some tired horses and pick up 3rd or 4th. And she's a factor for an underneath spot. Maybe nothing more. She did win the Martha Washington Stakes. And again, if the pace was slow, then she was disadvantaged in the Honeybee Stakes, although that just makes Counting Stars look even better. Search Party and underneath horse in this race. Let's round this up. Counting Stars is my top choice for the Fantasy Stakes. Like I said, I think she overcame the slow pace in the Honeybee. She only lost by 3/4 of a length to Explorer. I don't know if there's a big difference in ability between Explorer and Counting Stars, and Counting Stars will be higher odds, so Counting Stars is my top choice here. I do respect Explorer. She will probably run a big race, but I don't think she's invincible. And the underneath horses, Sticker Shock and Search Party, those are my top 4 for the Fantasy Stakes at Oaklawn. And let's move on to the Arkansas Derby. Okay, this time I'll go one by one, although for some horses I won't take that much time. We start off with Redland Rebels on the rail in the Arkansas Derby. And he's a pace horse. He's going to show speed from the rail. In the Taptic Derby, you see he set fractions of 23:46, so he could go pretty fast. I don't consider him a win threat, though. He's going to fade in the stretch, and he's not for me. Redland Rebels, he's a pace threat that might help Silent Tactic. Someone needs to go with Redland Rebels. I think either Blackout Time or even Brickland might go with him. We'll see what happens, but I don't think Redland Rebels can win this race. Alright, number 2, Silent Tactic. Silent Tactic has been good to me. I had him as a back wheel in the Smarty Jones Stakes, and so I had the exact strategic risk over Silent Tactic. In the Southwest, when Lipmus Test crashed from that race, I moved this horse up and he won at 12-1. And then in the Rebel Stakes, I had him on top as well, and he lost by a nose, but he still ran a great race. We have the clip up here, and they are rounding the turn. Class President is on the lead right now. Litmus Test is on the inside, and Silent Tactic is winding up on the outside. He's dirtied up, and it's going to be Class President and Silent Tactic in mid-stretch. I don't think that Silent Tactic hung. I think he ran against a good horse in Class President. And both horses ran a winning race, so neither of them hung. One of them had to win. He lost by a nose, so it could have gone either way. Usually when a horse hangs, the other horses are struggling, and for some reason the horse that makes the move, the big sweeping move, somehow doesn't get it done, even though the other horses in the race aren't running that great either. In this case, Class President ran a great race, and one of them had to lose. Silent Tactic lost by a nose. That's nothing. So Silent Tactic, to me, is the most reliable horse in this race, and he's not even going to be the favorite. I'm going to make Silent Tactic my top choice in this race. It makes the most sense. He's the most reliable horse. We've seen him run nothing but quality races all year, and he's 5-2. He's my top choice here for the Arkansas Derby. Let's move on to number 3, Blackout Time. Blackout Time came off a layoff in the Rebel Stakes, and then he faded to 4th by 8 lengths after joining the leaders for the first half of the race. And he did make a move. He was 3rd by a neck at 2C. And we have the clip up here. He's 3 wide. The jockey is wearing the green cap. And you see Silent Tactic is going by him. Blackout Time may not have been fit for this race, so I can't be too hard on him. He was a good 2-year-old who ran second in the Breeders' Futurity. And in this race, there was no way he was cranked up 100% for this race. If you like Blackout Time before the Rebel Stakes, you probably want to give him one more chance. He's the horse I'm afraid of because I don't know what to think of him. I don't know how good he is. Certainly he's better than what he showed in the Rebel Stakes. I still don't know how good he is. I'm going to place him underneath, and we'll see what happens. Blackout Time, underneath horse for me in the Arkansas Derby. I wouldn't be blown away if he won the race either. He could be any kind. Number 4, Brickland. He might be interesting with the scratch of Napoleon Solo, who was expected to run in the Wood Memorial. Brickland might be the outside speed now. And you see Brickland was stalking the pace in the Sunland Derby. He was right there with the leaders. We have the clip up here. And you see them rounding the turn. Brickland is the one on the outside. He did make a move. And he joined the leaders right here. But he couldn't sustain the move. And you see Express Kid is on the lead, and Pavlovian is in between them, and we saw Pavlovian run second in the Louisiana Derby. He ran a great race in that race, and Brickland can't keep up with them. He's fading at the end. He did run well, though. He was with those two for most of the race. He just got tired at the end. Brickland might be improving. I still don't think he's going to win this race, even though, again, Pavlovian backed up the race by running second at Fairgrounds. I would put Brickland underneath, maybe 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. He is improving, and I think he'll be a pace factor, and maybe he'll help set it up for Silent Tactic. I do think Brickland could improve in terms of holding on in the stretch for a piece. Let's move on to number 5, Taptastic. Number 5, Taptastic. He broke his maiden on this course on March 8th. I believe he beat older horses in that race, and he won by a length and a half. And he had to wait for room, as it says in the comments. My problem is the runner-up Dawn at Normandy had lost a maiden claimer before losing to Taptastic, which means that Taptastic probably didn't beat a good field, even if he beat older horses. I need to see more. I think this is a lot to ask from him, going from a maiden race to this race. I don't see the raw talent of an emerging market yet. It could emerge in this race, who knows, but I need to see more from Taptastic. I don't trust him yet, and this is a big step up. We'll see what happens with Taptastic. He's not for me, though. Number 6, Renegade. He won the 7th Davis Stakes going away by 3 3/4 of a length, and the Puma was 3rd in that race. We have the clip up here, and the problem I have is that other than the Puma, who else could have beaten Renegade in this race? And we see that the Puma got stuck in traffic. You see him with the jockey wearing the blue cap. He tried to go through a hole that wasn't there. And once the Puma was blocked from winning, who else could have challenged Renegade in the stretch run? Wayne's Law, he was no challenge. Renegade did win going away. I still question who he beat in that race. Like I said, the only horse that could have beaten him got stuck in traffic problems. And I just don't think there's enough evidence to say he's a lock in this race. I know that he won with a 97 on Breeze. He won going away. He was second to Paladin in the Remsen last fall. I still don't trust Renegade completely. I know he could win this race. I don't think he's a lock to win. 3-2 is short odds. And you just want to think about whether or not he's a lock in this race. Because when you bet a horse at even money, 3-2, you want to make sure that horse is really going to win the race. And I think Silent Tactic or even Blackout Time could be stiff competition for Renegade. Alright, let's move on to number 7, Napoleon Solo. Napoleon Solo, he's not supposed to be in this race. I read in DRF that he's going to run in the Wood Memorial instead, so there's no point in handicapping Napoleon Solo. He's not in this race. Number 8, Exosome. He looks too slow to compete in this race. He won an optional claimer on this course on February 28, only a 79 on Breeze though. He would need to improve by a lot just to hit the Superfecta. Exosome, not for me. Number 9, Litmus Test. I've had enough of Bob Baffert shippers. This one faded to third by 5 1/4 of a length in the Rebel Stakes behind Class President and Silent Tactic. I guess you could say it wasn't too bad, but Bob Baffert has not been winning whenever he ships a Derby horse to another track. We saw Blacksmith not even hit the board in the Louisiana Derby, and we've seen Butane struggle in his races. And Lipmus Test, like I said, he was third in the Rebel Stakes. I don't know if Bob Baffert has the right horses this time around on the Derby Trail. And Lipmus Test, the blinkers come off. You could argue this horse wants to be a stalker, and maybe the tactics will change here. Instead of going for the lead, he might be 2 or 3 lengths off the pace, and maybe he will improve because of that. You could make the argument, I guess you could put him underneath. Maybe 3rd or 4th is the right spot for him. I wouldn't put him any higher than that. Litmus Test, an underneath horse at most in this race. I don't like him to win. Silent Tactic is my top choice for the Arkansas Derby. Like I said, he's the most reliable horse in this race. He lost by nose to Class President. I don't think he hung in that race. I think he ran into a good horse, and they just had a stretch battle. And he lost by nose. That could have gone either way. Silent Tactic, he's 5-2 on the morning line. Renegade will be the favorite. So there is, I wouldn't say value, but there is a fair price on him. And also, what else can I say about him? There is enough pace with Redland Rebels, Blackout Time. Brickland could even get involved. Silent Tactic doesn't need a pace meltdown. I still think he'll come running, even if the pace is moderate. We'll see what happens. Silent Tactic, my top choice for the Arkansas Derby. I do recognize that Renegade could win as well. He's a good horse. I just don't know how good he is. And he's short odds, 3-2 on the morning line. He could even be lower. Renegade, I don't think Renegade is invincible. That's my main point about him. And Blackout Time could be any kind. We haven't seen his best. He only ran 4th in his comeback. He could be a lot better than that. And my underneath horse, Brickland, he comes out of the Sunland Derby, the same race that Pavlovian won, and we saw Pavlovian run well in the Louisiana Derby. But Silent Tactic is my top choice. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll be back soon with other videos on the Derby Trail.